Okay, so someone asked if I had any advice for darkening the blacks in GIFs without straight up making the whole GIF dark. Yeah, so I had this open already. So this is the GIF without any coloring on it, and it's not too bad, but you can see like he should be having like dark kind of black brown hair, and this jacket should be black as well, so it's kind of grey, which means the lighting is quite strong. So I pretty much exclusively use levels to equalize shadows and like darkening and brightening things. Occasionally I'll use exposure, but that's only if I need to drop the file size and not when I'm like actually coloring. So with this, you kind of need to understand levels. So the low end here controls the shadows. So if you change it, it'll like darken the blacks, I guess. And the middle, this one, will pretty much change the overall values. And the one on the right, the highlights will only affect the brighter sections. So with something like this, I would normally increase the point where I feel like the black part is quite uniform, that it's correct, and then I will also then bring it all a bit darker. And that's already a bit better. So sometimes when you do this, it'll make the skin really dark too. It's not too bad in this one, but for argument's sake, let's say this was a bit darker, I would then drag this one a bit to the left. Obviously that's way too much, but let's say I would crank it up to here. And that way I feel like this looks pretty good, and then I would apply the rest of my coloring normally. So let's say you did export this GIF, and then the size was still over 3 megabytes, so this is okay, but let's say it was 3 over, so this is 1.69. I would then add an exposure and then lower the offset to, I kind of wing this as well, I just kind of do it until I think it still looks okay, but I dropped the file size enough. So this was at 1.69 and now it's 1.63. So since this GIF doesn't have too much black, just changing the offset doesn't do that much. For GIFs with like more black sections, you can drop the offset and it'll change it a lot. Actually, let me find a GIF. I have this open already. Let's open this one. Okay, so let's take off. So this is the base GIF without any coloring, and you can see there's a lot of like, the background is basically black. So when I do change the offset, it will drop the file size. Let's do, even if you do like really low, like 0.1, you can see it gets noticeably darker. So without it, it's 2.3, and you can see that the background where the light fades in is quite grainy. And if I add it on, so from 2.3 it becomes 2.08, so it just drops 0.3, which is quite a lot. And this back part is a lot better. So with GIFs with a lot of dark sections, you can, and you just want to drop it, the file size, you can just add exposure. But for normal coloring, I'll always use levels first, because that's like gives me the most control on how I want the lighting to look. And that's basically it.